What's up guys, so welcome back to the channel. My name is Leon from Zarps Metal Detecting South Africa, and today I'm really excited to finally do a review on the new Horde series of machines from Nokta Makro. These are kids machines that they had just released, namely the Midi Hord for ages 4 to about 8 and the Midi Hord machine for ages 8 until about 12 years old. So I'm going to kick off this video by saying that these are not toys. They are the real deal metal detectors that you would expect with any other machine that Nokta Makro produce. So yeah, don't think they're a toy. I'm going to link a video now where you can have a look where I surprised Mia with her Midi Hord machine. I did a video. We went out looking for some relics, and we did exactly that. We found some Boer War relics, some coins, and all sorts of other things. So these machines are the real deal. So thanks to Metal Detector South Africa for sending up these two machines for my kiddies to use. My son is going on 5 and Mia is 9. And they absolutely love them. So this video is not going to be an unboxing. There are plenty of those videos online that you can go and have a look at to see what you get. This video I'm going to go into detail on what I think of these machines, how they build, how to use them, going into the interface, how they work, and then take some targets into my yard and just show you what they sound like and how they operate and how they work. So yeah, man, again, thanks to Metal Detector South Africa. They are bringing in a shipment of these machines really soon, and they are landing really soon, just in time for Christmas. And I'll put all the links to where you can find them in the description, so go and have a look. Yeah, let's stop the chit chat and get right into it. Right guys, so let's get into it. As you can see, this is the Midi Hord and this is the Midi Hord. Let's start off with the Midi Hord machine. Let me show you. So this is the Midi Hord machine for ages between 4 and 8 years old. As you can see, my kids have already pumped out their machines. So you get, with the Midi Hord, you get two types of kits that you can get. You get just the Midi Hord standalone machine that you can purchase, and then you get the Midi Hord cool kit. If you do purchase the cool kit, you get this little sifter, which is really nice, and you get this little hand digger for the sand. You get that. You get a sticker pack. That is what my kids use to actually stick onto the face and onto the shaft, just to make it a little bit more snazzy. So my son chose these stickers to put on his machine. You get the little quick user guide with the machines. You get this for both the machines, the Mini and the Midi Hord. It shows you exactly how to assemble the machine. It's really easy. I'll show that to you as well. You know, the settings, what it shows you, how it works, etc, etc. This is now for the Midi Hord, but the Midi Hord comes with the same thing. You can see in here, this is the quick guide for the Midi Hord machine over there. And you also, with the Midi Hord cool kit, you get these 4 little X marks the spot markers, which is really fun. So you do get the 2 kits. The cool kit for the Midi Hord machine is a little bit more expensive, but I can tell you now, it's worth it. My son, when he opened it up, and I was hiding some coins in that in the yard, he had his sifter with him, his little hand scoop, and I said to him, listen, take your X marks the spot markers and let's find some targets. And then we put an X there and we go and find more and put an X. And then we went back and we actually dug up and he found his targets, and he took all his little treasures and he put it in his little sifter. So he really just, you know, it's a little bit special, and it makes it a bit more fun for the kids. So you don't have to. It is a little bit more expensive. You do get the cool kit, but I find that he really enjoyed walking around, and it just felt like he was now a real treasure hunter. Um, so again, also if you're on the beach, you know, the sifter is really nice. The guys can use their, or the kiddies, not the guys, the kiddies can use their scoop, find the target, throw the sand into the sifter, and actually, you know, get rid of the sand and see what stays behind. It just makes it that little bit more easier to use. So if you do purchase the cool kit with the Mini Hord, that is what you get with. So you get this little scoop, hand digger, and manual, and then you get the machine. So when you do get this machine, it is disassembled in 2 pieces, and you can see in the manual the only thing that you have to do is you release this little screw over here. I'm actually going to disassemble it just to show you. So this is the screw that you get, right? And then this little front plate over there. Let's take that out, and the machine just basically pulls out like that. So when you do get it, it is folded up in the box like so. When you get it, just pop it in there like so. Just watch this rubber. Put that rubber in there. There we are. So slide it in there. It's nice and tight. Right, so we slide it in there, and you can just see right over there the line, or that hole, sorry, lines up. And then in the front, you take this little piece, pop it in there like so, and then at the back you take the screw and you just screw it together. And that's it. That's the whole assembly of your machine. The other thing is, obviously, you get your coil over here. You have your little cam lock system over there that you just lock, open up, loosen it, get the right length, close it back up, right? The Mini Hord comes with this is about a 6-inch, if I'm correct, it's a concentric coil on this machine. Not that if you're into metal detecting that would make a difference, but for those that are, that is you know what you get. So this is 6 inches. I know the Midi Hord is about 7 or 8 inches, but it doesn't really make a difference on depth or anything like that. So nice little very tight fit cam lock system, really nice. It doesn't wobble, and it's really secure. So then it comes to the batteries at the back. This little cap screws off, but it is fixed. If you can see over there, there's a little Phillips screw in there, just so that the kids can't loosen this, take it off, and you know, if they do use it in water, that they can remove this cap. So there's a little Phillips screw in there. You loosen that screw. Watch out, it is small. You can lose it, so just watch for that. Take out that screw. Pop off this cap. It is slightly tight because it is a waterproof machine. Pop off that cap, and it takes 2 AA batteries in there. It does have a nice indicator. You can see over there, indicates how and you know, the orientation of the batteries. Pop the batteries in there, put this cap back on, turn it to the right, put that Phillips screw in there, and you are ready to go. So something about this detector I want you guys to know: it is IP68 rated, which means it is completely waterproof up to 3 feet or 1 meter. So these machines you can happily use at the beach or some tidal pools, and it can get wet. It is waterproof, so that is awesome. A kids detector that is fully waterproof. I think the guys are going to have a lot of fun using this machine on the beach. Right, so now we have the Midi Hord machine for ages 8 to about 12. And yeah, same thing. The assembly is exactly the same. You have this little screw at the back that you can loosen or use to fasten with this plate in the front. It also comes in the box disassembled in 2 pieces. So you literally take it, the 2 pieces, slide this bottom shaft onto the top piece, fix it with this plate and screw, and then the battery is exactly the same thing. Phillips screw, open it up, turn and twist this cap. Battery orientation is over there, as you can see. 2 AA batteries, fasten it again, and you are good to go. Like I said, this also has I think a 7-inch or 8-inch concentric coil as well. And this machine is also IP68 rated and is fully waterproof, so up to 3 feet or 1 meter. This whole unit can be submerged into water, and you can use it on the beach, you can use it in the tidal pools, and it is really, really, really nice. So you can see again, when you buy this detector, you do not get a sticker pack with it. The stickers that are on here, obviously, it's unisex stickers that you get in the package. You get different ones, pink and blue and whatever, and camo and so on. My daughter actually took the stickers that my son got with his Midi Hord cool kit, and she stuck it on here, and you can actually see the face, or the controller actually is exactly the same size as the Midi Hord machine, so she stuck that on there and she liked that. So between the Mini and the Midi Hord machine, you can see it says Mini, but this is the Midi Hord. It's just because of the sticker, but this is the Midi Hord. You can see it says Midi Hord over there. The difference on this machine is, instead of having 2 buttons like the Midi Hord, let me show you. You can see the Midi Hord has got 2 buttons. The Midi Hord has got a 3rd button. So the 3rd button over here you use to pinpoint your find or your target, just to show you exactly where it is. But once I go through these interfaces and the settings, I'll show you how these buttons work. They are very, very easy. We'll go into the interface of both these machines. So very simple assembly. Again, very rigid, very well built, sturdy. And also at the back here, your arm cuff, you have this piece of rubber just to make it nice and comfy. That's on there. You can either take it off or keep it on there, and both the Mini and the Midi Hord machines have got that little rubber just to make it a little bit more comfortable if you use it. So these machines are also super light. I'm not 100% sure on what they weigh, but you can see that on the website. And again, also there's some guys that do some unboxing videos that will give you the weight of these machines. But my daughter and my son have got no problem. Again, my son is 4, he's only turning 5 in February. He was using the Midi Hord machine, and he was using it with 0 problems. He was swinging it around. He's a lefty. He was using it with his left hand, and didn't complain once. Wasn't heavy. My daughter was out with me. We were out for a couple of hours, and eventually her arm did get tired, but I mean, it's because she's not used to swinging it. And then I was swinging the machine and finding some targets. But besides that, they are really light and well built, and yeah, weight is definitely not an issue. Right guys, so before we start testing this machine, let me show you the functionality and how it works. So basically, with the Midi Hord machine, we have got these 2 buttons over here, and you have an LED indicator there that goes green or red, depending on the target that you are picking up. So once you have your batteries and all that installed, you have your left button and your right button. To switch this machine on, you are going to press and hold the right button. It turns on, and now you have this little pirate over here, which is pretty cute, and you have this little battery indicator with a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So if the battery is low, it will show you a thumbs down, but at the moment the battery is fine, so it is ready to use. At the top you have 1 and 2 blocks. The left block is for undesirable targets, goodies that you don't want to dig, like iron and junk and that type of thing. And then the goods that you do want to dig will be indicated in the square on the right hand side. So again, you know, when we go through some targets, I'll show you. And then at the bottom over here, you're going to have a little depth indicator on you know, how deep the target is that you're trying to dig. So once you have your machine on, this button turns it on, or you can turn it off. So press and hold to turn it off, and then the machine is off. So if you put it back on, right, This machine also has discrimination. So for guys that don't know what discrimination means, that is when you are deselecting a certain target range or targets that you do not want to dig. So for instance, we know that the left square is for undesirable targets or iron, and the right is what we want to dig. So let's say we only want to dig good targets. We can press this right hand side button once, and it removes the left block or that square. So now we are only going to be notified when there are good targets to be dug, and we won't dig any iron or undesirable targets, and we are actually discriminating them out. If you want to keep it there, you can just press this button again and it keeps those targets there. Your left button is to pinpoint. So I'll show you when we go out into my yard with some targets. But basically, if you want to pinpoint to see where a target is, you press and hold this button, and then it will give you a pitch sound on where the target is and how close you are to that target, just to kind of pinpoint and where to dig. So yeah, that's basically the functionality. I will get some targets and I'll show you how that works as well with the depth indicator at the bottom. Right guys, now the Midi Hord. Again, don't look at the sticker that says Mini Hord. This was just my daughter who took one of the picking stickers from the cool kit on the Mini Hord, and she stuck it on the screen. But this is the Midi Hord machine. And so again, the difference between the Mini and the Midi Hord machines is the Midi Hord has got this extra button right at the bottom. So it works exactly the same. This right hand side button, left hand side button, pinpoint button is at the bottom, and you have an indicator LED there to indicate red or green depending on the targets. So to turn on the machine, press and hold the right hand side button, and you see the machine is now turned on. And we have a little bit more functionality. So yeah, on the right you can see we have the battery indicator saying that it is fully charged. We have 3 squares, so undesirable or iron targets will come in the left. We have some mid-tones like lead and those type of targets will be in the center, or some pull tabs might come in the center, and then the desirable targets will be in the square on the right hand side. So coins will come in that area, whatever, jewelry, perhaps some jewelry will be in the middle block or the mid-tones, but generally the targets that you want to dig would be mid to high tone squares, right? So then you have your pinpoint button down below that you can press and hold just to help you pinpoint with the pitch on where that target is and where you need to be digging. And then the left button, you can see if we press that, do you see over there you have a gain? So basically a gain or sensitivity setting on this machine. So you can see if you press it, you have the least sensitivity, mid sensitivity, and high sensitivity. So sometimes you might want to set the sensitivity if you're in an area where there might be a lot of interference, or maybe you have a bunch of targets all over and you want to just calm down the machine, or on the beach you might get a lot of beeps and you can just turn down the sensitivity a bit, and that would just calm down that machine a bit. Or for the most part you can just leave it at full, and that should work 100% fine. Again, with the Midi Hord you have the ability to discriminate. So the first block again will be non-desirable targets like iron, mid-tones, and then the high tones. And if you press the right hand side button once, you get rid of and discriminate your iron tones. If you press it again, you can discriminate those mid-tones like pull tabs and that type of thing, and you're left with the last block that will just coins and desirable targets. It will only bring up in that little square and you can dig those targets. So for a kids detector, having discrimination is absolutely amazing. Again, you will have some depth indication over here that I'll show you as I use some targets. But yeah, works quite similar, has a bit more functionality, but it's very, very easy. So to turn off the machine, just press and hold the right hand side button, and that's it. Again, if you go over a good target, you'll have a green indicator, and a non-desirable will give you a red LED. So that's just really easy and really nice on these machines. So very simple to use. Yeah, I think let's get some targets, and let me show you what happens when we take the machine and go over some iron, some midtones, and some coins. Right guys, so I've actually laid some 3 items in front of me. On my left over there I've got a nail. In front of me I've got a nice little 4-hole button that's going to give us a midtone, and right over there I've got a half-cent or a copper penny, a half penny over there, just to show you what they sound like. So let's start off with the iron nail. So I've got my gain, let's put my gain on full over there, so it's full. Battery is fine, no discrimination. Let's go over the nail. You see that? Shows it's an undesirable target with a red LED. It says, don't dig me. Did you see the depth indicator? So if I go closer, it gets less and less. You see that? That actually shows you how deep the target is when you want to dig it. So that's iron over there. Let's go to the button. So there you can see the button. It's giving you a nice mid-tone. If I go closer, the depth indicator, if I go further, there we are. Shows you how deep it is, still picking it up. That's on that small button, that's about 15 centimeters. Let's go over to the penny. Picking up the penny, nice high tone. Go closer. You see that? Once I get so close to that larger target, how the pitch changes, that also tells you how close you are to a target. Lift up the coil, look at the depth indicator, and look at the green LED. It's saying, hey, this is something that you want to dig. The button, the LED, actually goes to like a yellow for a maybe, and the nail goes red, don't dig me. So let me show you if we change the discrimination on this machine. So let's say we don't want to hear, that's the gain, discrimination, we change over here. Let's say we don't want to hear that nail. Right, let's go over the nail. Gone. It's completely removed the iron. Let's go over the button. Picks up the button. And it picks up the coin. Let's say we discriminate. What am I doing? Discriminate again. Let's go over the button. It's not picking up the mid-tone. Not picking up the nail. Picking up the coin. So it actually discriminates, and it works really, really well. So what is this pinpointer function? Let me show you. So let's say we go and get all these targets back. Let's say we want to find this coin. So we know it's somewhere over here. We press and hold the pinpoint button. And right over there. So once you have that tone, it's right underneath that Nokta Makro, underneath the coil. There's like a little circle by the coil with the Nokta Makro logo. Then you know that's where that target is. See the button, we pinpoint, and that's how you know where to dig. So really easy discrimination, and the gain works really well, and it's that simple, that easy. So let's turn on this machine. Okay, and now you can see, let me get out of the sun for a bit. We have your battery indicator over there. We have the little pirate, and you have the 2 squares. So let's go over the nail. Has a little smiley face that goes, no, thumbs down, don't dig me. With a red indicator over there saying, don't dig me, that's not something that you want to dig, because this is iron or junk or a waste of time. Let's go over the button. The button, it's going over, don't know if you can see that, but it's giving a thumbs up smiley. Thumbs up smiley. The green LED, nice high tone, and it's saying dig me. So I don't know if you can notice, but right over here is a depth indicator. Have a look if I'm right up against that target. You see that? It shows a small piece of mud over there. That shows you that this target is really shallow. If I lift up the coil, it gives me 2 pieces of mud, saying it's a little bit deeper. Lift it up even more, saying this target is a bit deep, and this coil is also about 20-25 centimeters above the ground. Right, let's go over to the coin. So again, it's giving us a nice thumbs up. Let me move, see if I can get out of the sun. Giving us a nice green LED saying dig me, and a smiley face saying this is something that you want. Again, you can see the depth indicator also changes in pitch. 1 piece of mud is really close to the surface, 2 pieces of mud, and 3 pieces of mud saying I'm quite deep, you're gonna have to dig if you want to find me. Right, so let's go over to the discrimination function. So if I click on, I think it is over here, no, it's not there, it is over, yeah. So the right hand side button to discriminate, and we are now saying we don't want to hear any iron or bad targets. So coin, picking up the coin, button, picking up the button, nail, nothing. Not picking anything up on the nail, no iron, saying I do not even recognize you. So I'm only gonna allow good targets to come in. Really nice. So if you want to pinpoint on this machine, you're going to press and hold the left button. That is just going to help you when you find a target like this coin. Press and hold that button. And when you get that high tone, you know that the target is right underneath that Nokta Makro logo on the coil. Again, the button, pinpoint. Just helps you to know where to find those targets. So you can see works really well. Right guys, so to summarize, what do I think of these machines? I think they are absolutely fantastic. Even though they are made out of plastic, it is a very strong, durable plastic. They don't feel cheap. They are really well built. As I showed you, the discrimination function works 100%. These are legitimately metal detectors for kids. I think they're really well priced, and there's no other company that does kids metal detectors. So you know, if you're a detectorist yourself and you're thinking about getting a machine for the kids to get the family out there on the beach or inland hunting, wherever, or even if you don't have a machine but you're looking at something to get the kids outdoors, this is an absolutely great option. I love these machines, and the kids love the machines. Even the battery life, it lasts a very long time. I put batteries into these machines. We've been using them for probably 6-7 hours or more, and they're still showing full battery life, so that's not a problem. The fact that they're completely waterproof, up to 1 meters, is insane. So you can use them in the beach, on the beach, or in the tidal pools. I think they're fantastic. They work really well, and I think it's a good option. So for this Christmas, if you were thinking about it, I hope this video helped you to change your mind or to make that final decision on getting one of these machines. Again, you know, I'll link the website to Metal Detectors South Africa. They are bringing in a large shipment with these machines for you. So go and have a look at pricing and all of that, and get in touch with the guys. They'll tell you exactly when they're landing. And yeah, man, like always, if you like this video, give it a massive thumbs up, and if you haven't joined Team Zarps, make sure to subscribe below. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next hunt. Take it easy.